also that maybe Blueface did not get his money.
Really?
Here was Aiden's point, and here was Wax's point, and I'll tell you where I come in.
Okay,
Aiden's,
let me know. Let us know something. Hold on, see, this is what we here for right here. This is what we here for. This is what we don't know.
Everybody got paid on brand risk except Blueface, and I said, well, why didn't he get paid? He did the best job at the fight. I think he did. He brought the biggest crowd. I think it's a reason why those numbers were crazy. Blueface is a draw, and I think he deserves to get paid.
Good point.
So Aiden tells me this, and I'm going to be very honest. I really have no horse in the race because I'm really friends with both of these guys. Aiden says, listen, you know how this goes. So the fighters get paid from our sponsor. Our sponsor is RainBet. RainBet is a online gambling casino that people could choose. You could bet on sports. You could clearly bet on the fight. You could bet on whatever you want. And as part of the contract that they signed, so this is very clear. Even though Brand Risk is owned by Aiden, the sponsor is financing the fights. Okay? This is not Brand Risk or Aiden putting up the money. He basically, I would think, gets like a budget. Don't know exactly how it works, but probably gets a budget to produce the show and probably get a budget to pay fighters. After the performance, and remember, they have Brand Risk logo, RainBet logos all over the place. You could tell by, look even at this thumbnail right here. RainBet tells Aiden, hey, listen, we're cool with paying all of the other fighters, but Blueface we're having an issue with. And Aiden says, why? They say to Aiden, well, Blueface came out and basically accused the event of being rigged. Our whole business, motto and our whole business, engine is about people understanding that if you come to our casino, the odds are the odds. No one's with nothing. And for them, that is a integral and centerpiece portion of their main business. So they withheld his pay until they could at least have Aiden talk to Blueface and his people to figure out what's the medium. So I'm telling Aiden, I said, well, Aiden, you kind of got to get paid. The guy did his job. And he's like, well, if he never said what he said in the ring, he would have gotten paid. So I said, all right, cool.
I get it. But damn, you did 6 rounds. Last 2 rounds, you start getting your ass beat. Then you get knocked out the ring. Yeah, you're a little emotional he lost. But because he said that, and nigga don't get paid, y'all got me fucked up. Hold on, nigga. Y'all got me fucked up, nigga. Because if it wasn't that serious, nigga, and I said it ain't true, why am I not getting paid? It must be some fucking truth to it then. At this point, that's how I'm thinking. Why am I not getting paid? Must be some truth to this shit at this point. I feel it's a contract nigga signed and everything like that. That's why contracts is tricky. Who knows if he had a lawyer look over that motherfucker? Who knows if he looked over that motherfucker himself? Fucked himself over just by saying that. You heard it there.